There's been a big controversy in the news recently, and it all involves Chick-fil-A. Now, what would a restaurant have to do with controversy?
The American chicken sandwich restaurant.
Right, the chicken sandwich restaurant. Here's what happened. You've probably heard about it. The CEO and president was making some comments about a month ago, and he said, I think we're inviting God's judgment on our nation when we shake our fist at him and say, you know, we know better than you as to what constitutes marriage. And so with those comments, people began to take sides. Are you for gay marriage? Are you against gay marriage? And they began criticizing not only the man, but also petitioning against the restaurant itself. So a couple of questions come to mind. What about marriage? And do we have a right for expressing ourselves? Do we have a right to freedom of speech?
Yeah, let's talk just about the right to express ourselves. Certainly the president of Chick-fil-A, a company that in itself is a very conservative, values-based company. It shouldn't be a surprise that he said what he did to anyone who knows the company. And beyond that, he was expressing his own religious beliefs in a free country where both freedom of religion and freedom of speech are a fundamental right. Now, of course, today, whatever we say anywhere is subject in those venues to being scrutinized and politicized and just used to polarize people, and this is because of the issues that are involved in regarding marriage. So it's not a surprise, but it's an unfortunate reality of our town.
Mm-hmm. So we have a right here in America to express ourselves.
We do.
Now, when you go to the subject of marriage itself, we support the biblical model of marriage. It's the only model that really is acceptable before God. That's it.
And we've done programs on Beyond Today where we have stated very clearly what the biblical model of marriage is between a man and a woman.
And it was set up right at creation. It was backed up by Jesus Christ himself. If you go back to Matthew chapter 19, Christ himself said, "Have you not read that he who made them at the beginning made them male and female? And he said, for this reason a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh." That's what Christ said. It was established at creation. He backed it up. He said, this is what marriage is all about. It's not possible any other way. And when we ignore the biblical model of marriage, then we lose the whole spiritual intent for what God is doing.
I think we should also make a point here that not only is marriage biblically based, but there are certain laws, moral laws that govern marriage and protect the family. That's what it's all about. And sins, moral sins of any kind, of any nature between human beings and by human beings that threaten marriage and the family structure are forbidden and clearly defined by God within the Bible. And those, regardless of where they come from, also threaten the very fabric of the marriage institution. So understanding what the Bible says, what it defines, is critical to this, but certainly within the context of freedom of religion and freedom of speech, it's unfortunate.
So to take a line from the president of Chick-fil-A, who knows better what constitutes marriage? God does. God made us, he formed us, he created us, he established marriage. He knows best. So we need to look to him for what the real model for marriage is all about.
That's BT Daily. Join us next time.